But I want our people to be very calm. I want Biafra land to be calm.
Sure.
And peaceful. Calm and very, very peaceful. We are fighting to defend our people.
Not to kill
them.
Yes.
We are fighting to defend them. That's why I'm here.
Yes.
I will continue to do so until we get victory.
Allow them to show themselves.
This way.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
You have finally gotten a new judge to handle your case. How do you feel about that?
Great, I suppose. Yes.
So what are your expectations from today's proceedings?
Is that justice will be done, of course, in accordance with the rule of law. That's what I'm expecting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's my daughter. Take advantage of my daughter.
How far? This is for one ton my brain this morning.
You expected me.
The court premises, as you can see on the background of this video, Nnamdi, the supreme leader himself, is stepped in not out of weakness, not out of cowardness, but to just a mere respect of a certain institution that claims that they are for the representation and for justice. But unfortunately, you can see how the court of competent jurisdiction has continued to deny Nnamdi justice. A big stain on tinubu, a big stain on Omotosho, and a big stain on Nigeria. It's not going to be what they think it should be at this point in time. It's going to take another angle entirely. The supreme leader himself today has gone beyond what Nigeria can understand, has gone what Nigeria can, influence. Nobody can influence Nnamdi currently now. It's not what played out around, even where we are watching this video, you are seeing Nnamdi assessing very clearly, looking into his eyes, why he's trying to exchange pleasantries in preparation of court proceedings this morning. We don't want to look at the constitutional aspect of it. We don't want to look at what has transpired. That in the first place, Nnamdi is not supposed to be standing trial because a court of competent jurisdiction have already granted the no need of a trial. Nnamdi, calm down and watch this James Omotosho, who caused a lot of damage in Port Harcourt, where we are having problem today. The same Omotosho, all the judges in Nigeria were running away from this matter. Omotosho said yes, because he was being factored in by a Wike and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We are seeing him today. We can watch him very clearly today. This man has never carried a gun before. What this man is saying, is seeking for, is the same thing that Wolowo and seeking where about Macaulay, Washington, George Washington, all the powerful individuals around the world asked for. That's what Nnamdi is asking for today. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu and terrorist organizations, party, APC, has chosen another direction to mock Nigerian judiciary. The fear of Nigerian judiciary is the beginning of wisdom. I keep on saying it. There are two dangerous institutions in Nigeria. One is INEC and one is judiciary. They are dangerous. And we can see the effect on what is happening over a matter that was criminally carried out in Kenya. The Kenyan government has taken Nigerian government to ICC under William Ruto over what transpired in Kenya. And instead of Bola Ahmed, who is Bola Ahmed? Why is Bola Ahmed Tinubu afraid of the reality on ground? You are taking up a criminal offense upon criminality carried out by the Nigerian government. And that is what he say, what we are seeing today. The average Igbo leaders, governors, cannot even stand for anything justice. We know who are standing for justice. We know who represent justice. Not all these leaders. I can call their names. But Nnamdi is the supreme leader and the commander-in-chief. Command and control. Even the Nigerian judiciary go themselves. They cannot do Nnamdi anything. Nnamdi will not die in DSS custody because Tinubu want to become please the North and want to become president. Then Nnamdi should pay for Bola Ahmed Tinubu's calamity. No, that is wrong. This is a nation that was built based on democracy, rule of law. What is the rule of law on the issue that has to do with Nnamdi? We are going to resist that because outside that, there will be no Nigeria. Outside that, I repeat, there will be no Nigeria. And I keep on saying, it is not a joke. Because everybody has fact-checked clearly and looked at different corners. They knew clearly that Nnamdi is actually innocent. They are not holding Nnamdi because of self-determination. You can see all the charges they manipulated. There's no thing that is connected to self-determination. They went somewhere and say terrorism, from terrorism to felony, from felony to terrorism. Shame on judiciary, shame on all the lawyers in Nigeria, shame on all the legal luminaries in Nigeria, shame on all the professionals, shame on anybody who will not stand against the truth concerning Nnamdi. He is in court today. Omotosho, do your worst. Let us see what you are going to come up with at the end of the day.
Okay, we saw in Nnamdi one of his legal person, Maxwell Okpara. He said yesterday somebody asked him that as Nnamdi that it seems as if Nnamdi has given up on the fight for Biafra, that the Nigerian government are piling pressure on Nnamdi to finally drop this agitation. But do you think that but he said Nnamdi that he just finished a 3 hours meeting, intense 3 hours meeting with Nnamdi that Nnamdi said he will never, and if Buhari cannot, bully, that Tinubu cannot bully. But do you think that Nnamdi might want to drop this agitation before 20th?
Bro, the negotiation, they are looking for a political solution. From there, they will be able to grant Nnamdi amnesty, and they will tie Nnamdi with amnesty. And Nnamdi is saying no. It's not the first time they have offered him, and several things, presidency, oil well, and rubbish. They say Nnamdi is far more wiser than an average Nigerian that does not know how to dig holes. All the professors in Nigeria, none of them know how to dig ordinary holes. That's why they say that Nigeria is a zoo. If Nigeria is not a zoo, then what is Nnamdi doing in DSS custody? It's a question for them to ask themselves. Why is it that Bola Ahmed Tinubu released is celebrating bandits. You can see the bandits with everything they have with them, you know, going to government houses with gun, and nobody dare question them. And when the Igbo man rises, they say, ah, Igbo. What has Igbo done to Nigeria? But the question is this, you know, the Bible says that through one man, salvation came. Through one man, the Igbo nation will be liberated. We don't need Nigeria. Nigeria doesn't need Igbos to survive. I'm telling you, we don't need them. They don't need us. As simple as that. It's very clear. We want to be independent on our own. We want to do our own things and define our identity so that we can be able to defend our faith against what is coming. They have conquered the entire Eastern Nigeria politically. You can see the mass defection all is targeted on destroying Nnamdi Kanu. And when they brought those documents, Nnamdi Kanu rejected it. I will not disappoint you. That's what he said. But you will be the one that will disappoint you. Nnamdi Kanu has sacrificed his own parents, not at this point of liberation. The whole world has acknowledged that there is a supreme man, the man that led the largest peaceful freedom movement in the world. His name is in Guinness Book of Records. That's Nnamdi Kanu. That's who you are seeing today. I am telling of James Omotosho to be very careful, because if you trigger Nnamdi Kanu will teach you a lesson in his own court. You want them in their own court. Today, you should give tinubu and prove to the whole world that Nigerian judiciary is independent. Outside that, then we will want to question his motive. When other judges are running away from presiding over Nnamdi Kanu's trial, why did James Omotosho have to choose it? Why did he come? So it's becoming very clear that he is acting an agenda. And what is the agenda? Because it is not going to be funny. The whole world has seen it, that Nigerian government has compromised the standard of judiciary anywhere in the world. Went against international and the national law. Ruled against the narrative that govern self-determination and fundamental human rights. Nnamdi Kanu has been abused to the extent that all over the world now, he is generating a lot of influence and sympathy. And any moment from now, anything can happen. They have called you. So many personalities have spoken to Tinubu. I do not know what you want to achieve with Nnamdi Kanu. It is not the Southeast governor that is holding Nnamdi Kanu. The bulk of the whole thing falls on the president's table. Tinubu, stop pretending as if you don't know what you are doing. You know what you are doing. You know what you are doing. If Nnamdi Kanu is being released, you can lose 2027. It's not my business. If it is the fear, you can win 2027. It's not my business. If you cannot to hold Nnamdi Kanu to please the North have told you, release him.
This is an agreement between the federal government, Tinubu's government, and the North.
No, I'm telling you, they want amnesty. Yes, they will tie them like the way they tied Mbolo and Asari Kubo. And Nnamdi Kanu is saying no to that. Because it is my right to decide where I want to be. What is it that Nigeria is offering the Igbo man or a Yoruba man that Yoruba man cannot offer themselves? Is it this bad leadership and wicked leadership? And everybody just keep quiet and be silent over it? That is not going to work. That is not going to work. It is not for Omotosho to redeem himself or carry the stain. Anywhere he goes, posterity will judge him. Look at what is happening to Africa. Look at what is happening to Cameroon. They have Madagascar. You can see the president of Madagascar ran away. No, they should be careful not to ignite a revolution they never wanted, they never planned. Because the whole world is watching. There's a lot of pressure for the United States government questioning the rationale. Why the same federal government that is pretending over Nnamdi Kanu allowing Christians to be killed by the Fulani bandits? Nnamdi Kanu has never killed anyone. The Igbo man has never engaged in any form of conquest. Go and look at the history. We know that these people we are seeing today are not the real Yorubas. They are metropolitan Yorubas. That's why they don't know what it means to have a traditional way of achieving something. Igbo man has never conquered anybody anywhere in the world. Go and look at the history. So why are we saying that we want this? And you are saying nobody should believe that. We are seeing the development now, and I hope that justice will be done at the end of the day. Whether they are going to take Mazi Nnamdi anywhere to be treated, they can see the evidence. No, Mazi Nnamdi is sick. The Nigerian Medical Association, shame on Una, people has compromised. The World Medical Association has already tendered their own voice. The woman is from Ghana. She's the president of all World Medical Association in the world. Just told them that the implications of what they are doing concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health that actually triggered the 20th protest that is going on. But the government are playing underground game that today he will be set free. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be set free.
The truth is finally out. Now that the Finnish government has declared the CDS of Nigeria, Musa, a terrorist now, what is the next phase of the lie? What lies can the government tell Nigerians? Now that Samonepa is no longer in the picture, because it has always been pictured that Samonepa is the cause of insurgency in Southeast, and now that insurgency has stopped in Southeast, and now that the Finnish government has vindicated Samonepa, that those sponsoring insecurity and terrorists in the country are those some persons in the military. Now, where would CDS Musa bury his shame? Because a group of people are saying we want to exit the country. Because the Igbos are saying they are tired of the contraption called One Nigeria. That this One Nigeria, it will not work, and then it has never been working. It has been a country full of lies, propaganda, and shame. That has always been how it is from. So I am not surprised that the Finnish government has now come out to say CDS Musa is a terrorist for all the atrocities he has been, for all the atrocities he has committed, in disguise of pretending to keep One Nigeria. And that One Nigeria has caused a whole lot of catastrophe in the country. Just some days ago, a notorious bandit that was declared wanted was seen in Katsina State with top government officials going for peace talk. Between Mazi Samonepa and that terrorist, who is more deadly? But here we are today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. Kanu is still in detention because of the Igbophobia, of the hate. If Samonepa happens to be from the Fulani extraction, Samonepa would not be a terrorist. I can beat my chest because we've seen Fulani militias that have been given amnesty. We've seen Fulani militias that have been integrated into the society. Now that Finland are waiting to the ICC, Nigeria should immediately hand over CDS Musa for custody. Because the French government have done their own findings too. And they've seen that something is pushing under the ground. that this man has a connection with these Fulanis, has a connection with these bandits, has a connection with these terrorists. So if they are sincere, they should hand over CDS Musa to ICC for questioning. Because now that the French government has done their own conclusion, I've seen that CDS Musa himself is not innocent in this. Nigeria cannot pretend as if they are not aware that CDS Musa has been declared wanted by ICC and the Finnish government. No matter how they tend to die the whole matter, it is in the social media space. Everybody has seen it that CDS Musa has been declared wanted by ICC and the Finnish government. No matter how the Nigerian government want to die this matter, but they are very quick to declare Samonepa and IPOB a terrorist group. Now that the Finnish government and the ICC has declared CDS Musa a terrorist, why is the story not online? Why is the story not flying online? Because they themselves are also part of people championing insecurity and terrorism in the country. And that is why I say that anybody that speaks against the vision of the country, they will do everything possible to take that person off the hook. They will do everything possible for them to take that person off the hook. That is why I see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention. And the Finnish government, they were so gullible to be used by the Nigerian government. They were just too gullible. Because if they were not gullible, why would a country like Nigeria come to tell you that Samonepa is the one sponsoring insecurity all the way from Finland, and you sit your ass down in Finland and you believe them? But there are some rumors that the envelope also changed hand. You know Nigerian story now. You know Nigerian government, that Nigerian government, anything that Nigerian government cannot do to bribe does not exist. I am very sure that the government have bribed the Finnish courts, and that is why I see that Samonepa was wrongfully accused and sentenced. Now that the appeal court is now coming out to reverse all your stuffs. It is now a very clear indication that Samonepa is innocent of all the charges leveled against him, because the Finnish government has come out to indict CDS Musa, saying that